Welcome to episode 8. This week we went to Maryborough.
Alright, buddy, have fun. I'll see you in a bit.
Go, Jed! Some big news this week. We've got the house ready to rent. Let's take a look at what we got on this week's episode.
Oh, got him! We're pretty loaded up. This will be our last camping trip before we head off in a caravan next. So a little bit of luxury coming up.
Tent camping.
This week, Mum and Dad have been really busy getting the finishing touches ready before the caravan arrives.
Heading off for a few days camping. We've got the Kia all packed up here. Say hi, boys. Hi. We're pretty loaded up. We're off to Tent City this weekend.
So we're in the tent city here in Maryborough. So you can see all around there is just tents everywhere. So we've got our tent set up and it's going to be the last time we've used this tent prior to the delivery of the caravan, which is kind of sad, but it's getting a bit old and tattered. Here's our tent. Last few times we're going to use it. It's very windy, it's very wet. I'm not even sure it's going to be waterproof, so we'll see what happens over the next few days. You can see the crowds are very ominous. So there's actually 3 ovals and they get packed out from schools all across Victoria, as well as South Australia and New South Wales who travel. We had one from Western Australia last year, and they all come together for this festival of human-powered vehicle racing. And there's going to be a collection of events from relay to obstacle course, endurance.
In human-powered vehicles, I raced in a team of 8 competing against loads of other schools, even high schools, from all across Victoria.
Go, Jen! Like I was talking about. Go, Jen! I'm going to film them all now, I'm not going to stop.
Yeah, no, they didn't tell him. Oh, good. They didn't tell him.
Good job, Jed. Well done, mate. Good job.
This week, Mum and Dad have been really busy getting the finishing touches ready before the caravan arrives. And the good news is, our caravan arrives inside the next 2 weeks. Dad's been out in the shed getting tools ready to take in the caravan.
Well, I'm not in the shed, I'm actually at the back of the Land Cruiser here, and you're getting a sneak peek of next week's episode. You might have seen in last week's episode we had it pre-wired. Well, over the last few days I've been able to get the drawers inside the back of the vehicle, ready to go for our big lap of Australia. What's going in these drawers? All the tools that I think we're going to need for a big lap, hopefully to make it possible for us to repair any problems with the caravan or the car. Now, I've never repaired a caravan or a car before, so this is what we think we need. Rather than show you what we've got in the drawers, I'm going to lay it all out inside on the floor so we can take a look at it and go through, and you can give me some feedback on whether I've got too much, not enough, what I should and shouldn't take. Let's have a look. Okay, so I'm here on the floor of the shed, and I've got the tools that I plan to take on our big lap of Australia, both in the caravan and the car. It comes in at around 30 kilos, so it's a little heavy, but I've been handy most of my life doing things, and it feels to me that I need these tools, but I really appreciate feedback on something I've missed or something I'm just not going to need as I travel. We've never caravan before, so putting together a list of tools that I'm going to need for a year-long adventure is kind of hard because I've got in my head what I need to fix something around the house, but I'm sure a caravan's going to be a lot different. So let's have a quick whip through what I've got. A couple of different tapes, different duct tapes and the like. I've got a tyre pressure gauge, quick grips, hacksaw. I've got a multi-saw which does wood and other materials, which will be pretty handy if I need it. Got an axe, a chisel, hammer, jimmy bar, a shovel, pair of scissors, got a blade, pot rivet gun, got a collection of pliers and grips, as well as a wire cutter, couple of electrical screwdrivers, couple of markers. I've got a voltage detector, tin snips, screwdriver set, combination spanner set. I've got a breaker bar and a socket set. I've got an adjustable spanner at the back. Got this big wrench, which is great for gas bottles. Got this little handle that does taps as we travel around if I need some water. I've got a tape measure, some safety gear and goggles, leather gloves, some quick grips over here. I've got a multimeter which might well render the voltage detector obsolete. I've got some Ryobi batteries and a Ryobi charger. Now, if you've seen our past videos, we love our Ryobi gear, at least I do. I have a massive collection that I love using all the time. We can't take it all, so this is what I've got us down to. We've got a spotlight and a camp lantern. I've got a impact driver and a drill driver. I've got my tyre pressure inflator, inflator deflator, which does car tyres, kids' basketballs, footballs, bikes. It also does lilos and the like. I've got a power saw instead of a chainsaw, so a demo saw that takes metal blades as well as timber blades. Now I've got a blower. Now this seems to be something that some people say you have to have, some say you don't need, but I have got my blower here so far to clean out under the awning, possibly to help cool down an overheated vehicle. I've got a dust buster from Ryobi, be able to clean up inside the car and the caravan if required. And that's pretty much it from a tools perspective. So let me know if you think I've got too much, not enough, or I'm missing or taking something that either I really need or just don't need.
I'm still deciding which storage to take with us in the caravan.
The next big job is packing up our house. We literally have to empty out everything, ready for someone else to move in while we're away on our big lap of Australia. I purchased these at Woolies when they were half price, collect them and work out which sizes you need. And then they can go straight into your van.
Stranger danger. This week, people have been coming to check out our house.
Some big news this week, we've got the house ready to rent.
They're looking to rent it for a year while we're away. We're going for a big lap in Australia and we don't want it sitting here. And to be honest, we can use the extra money.
Dad's also been out fitting out our car, ready for the big lap of Australia.
How this is going to look with the barrier. We're going to have a fridge on the left, spare battery over that side, our drawers, so it should be a good little travelling setup.
So that's it. Next week we're going to show our car fit out for next year. Check out next week to see everything in our vehicle.